So for my first video on this channel, I want to like make a video about the concepts of alpha and beta male. So throughout history, there has been these creatures called alpha males. What's an alpha male? Well, an alpha male is a dude who goes out there and kicks ass, and like all of the other males around this male is like, that guy is the fucking bomb. We're gonna follow him in everything that he does, you know? He gets all of the women. He's like the best male. We're like shitty males. We're not very good males at all. We're beta males. And they just follow the alpha male around. Now, this was discovered at some point. Just look it up on Google. I'm not going to like bother looking it up because that would require doing research, and like that's not what my channel's about, man. My channel's just about freedom of speech and just like saying things and like not even like thinking about whether they're true. No, I don't fucking know. So this made sense because animals are like pack animals. So when they were like in groups and there was an alpha male, you needed a clear leader who was like, you know, I'm going to like proportion out all of the resources and like I'm gonna take my pick of all the women and like take the alpha woman and all this kind of shit. And at some point, people, I don't know, just on the internet or just in life, started using the phrase alpha male to describe humans and beta male to describe other humans. So some beta males are kind of lacking in many of the characteristics of the alpha male, which makes them beta. So, for example, they are ugly, or they're a bit chubby. I get a bit of chub here, or I don't know, they're stupid. Something. They don't have muscles. They don't have a good job. They're not confident. They're not cool. People don't want to hang around them. So they're a beta male. They couldn't get any women's. They couldn't just like come in with the caveman thing and be like, okay, we take the woman, because like there's alpha males. And the alpha males are like successful and cool and awesome, and like they can control the whole situation, and they've got a lot of confidence, and women are drawn to them and their material possessions and all this kind of shit. And that's like the alpha beta paradigm. Now, some people describe themselves as alpha males or beta males, and I'm here to say, don't do that. Because I think it's fucking stupid and fucking dumb. It's a stupid decision. Anybody that I've ever met who has like classed themselves as an alpha male or a beta male is stuck in this paradigm whereby you are in this narrow little chamber where you tick certain boxes and you're an alpha male or you're a beta male. But I think like if somebody describes themselves to me as an alpha male, that basically is someone I don't want to hang around because they will be an annoying, materialistic pile of garbage shit. You won't be able to like hang out with them and just have a fun time and like, hey, let's listen to some music and chill and like drink some beers and have a good time and let's like discuss ideas and stuff. Because it'd all be like, yo, dude, I just got a fucking Porsche and it's the shit and it's so powerful. It's got the best fucking engine in the world. And I just made like so much money from my job, and damn, I'm like fucking hoes and bitches up and down the street and shit. And then I could picture myself sitting there being like, all right, I don't care about your life. Like, I don't care about all the shit you're doing, bro. When do I get to leave? I just want to like go read a book or like play a computer game or like have some time to myself to like think. But I'm stuck with this fucking piece of shit douchebag who calls himself an alpha male, talking about all its like material successes, and I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking care about your success, dude. And then people would say like, yeah, but that makes you a beta male, man. You're a fucking beta. You just don't have the balls. You don't have the fucking skills to be a badass alpha. But I wouldn't call myself a beta male just because I'm not an alpha male. I would just call myself like a human, like I'm a guy, like I'm a person. I've got struggles, you know, I've had like struggles with like depression and like, you know, finding work can be quite hard sometimes. Life can be difficult. Sometimes I can be sad. Sometimes I can be happy. Sometimes I can be like confident. Sometimes I can be shy and quiet. That's called being a fucking human. What the fuck does that have to do with like being a beta, or whatever. Beta is just a label that some douchebag puts on you. And I think the problem with all of this is that nobody who classes themselves as an alpha male or a beta male is thinking in a rational way. Because I would not see a guy who's like really confident, really smart, like really successful in life, but also really likable and kind, good to people. You know, he's not like arrogant and stuff. He's like a good dude. I wouldn't see him as an alpha male. I would just see him as like a real cool guy. Like, that guy's real cool. I want to be like that guy. But if the moment he turned around and said to me like, yeah, I'm a fucking alpha, I'd be like, well, you're not cool anymore. Now you're just like a fucking prick, just like everyone else on the internet, talking about all their fucking bullshit. All these stupid fucking labels like alpha, beta, all this shit. And now the thing about beta, which is the big problem, and which is why I would not recommend anybody ever class themselves as a beta male, is the fact that when you say that you're a beta male, you are basically pining to be an alpha male. Now the problem with this is that alpha males are fucking dipshits. You know, people who class themselves as alpha male. Like, there's this popular YouTuber, I won't say like who his name is right now, but he's like, yeah, I'm a fucking alpha. I'm alpha as fuck. When people fuck with me, I come in, I'm like, fuck you, I'm a fucking alpha motherfucker. And that just makes me think, like, you are a cunt. And I don't want to hang around with you or like talk to you because you're a fucking piece of shit. I'd prefer to talk to someone who's just like cool and doesn't think about all that shit. So the problem with the beta is they want to be like an alpha male, but they also hate alpha males. It's the same paradigm that you often see with women. Like, I want women, but I hate women. I hate women, but I want them. How do I square this circle? How do I like find a woman that I can really like get to know and like understand, who at the same time isn't a dirty slut and isn't gonna go off sleeping with other fucking people and she's like a feminist bitch and all this shit, you know? So like there's a contradiction here. It's like a love-hate relationship. Like, I'm a beta male and I'm pathetic and I'm weak and I just want to be a real man. But those real men, the alpha people, they're assholes. I fucking hate them. I want them all to die. I hate their guts, but I want to be them. I want to be successful. I want to have like lots of women so I can be a materialistic shell of fuck and just walk around and be like, look at all the shit that I've got, whatever. And this is the problem with internet labels. And I want to make like a video about all of these different internet labels. So the first one is alpha, beta. It's bollocks, it's bullshit, it's pointless. Like, if you class yourself as any of these things, you're wasting your fucking life, because to me, there is no like materialism and non-materialism. There is just people struggling with real life things and then trying to find like ways of understanding them. Alpha and beta are just a way of understanding like particular struggles that people are having in life, but they're very flawed, terrible, useless ways of understanding struggles that you're having in life. Because the moment that you class yourself as an alpha male, you are buying into like all this materialistic bullshit. And the moment that you class yourself as a beta male, you're basically pining to be something which is unlikable and not workable, which is like a fucking douchebag, basically, you know? So I just want people to like not bother with these terms. I would not say like, oh, I'm a beta male. I would say like, I've had some struggles in life. Other people have had more success than me due to their like confidence, but I can work on myself and I can like build myself up so that I can express myself better and more confidently and like find ways of relating to people, which will make my life like not quite so sad and difficult as it is right now, you know? And that should be like the aim for like anybody in life. Do not aspire to be an alpha dipshit. Those are the same like jocks and bullies in high school that nobody even likes. So it's pointless, it's a waste of time. And then finally there's Omega. Omega is, to me, an Omega male, from what I've seen, is just somebody who is completely useless at everything and shouldn't even be alive and should just like kill themselves or something. Don't class yourself as that either. Don't dehumanize yourself. Be nice to yourself. And the way to be nice to yourself is to class yourself as a human being. You're a fucking person. You're not an alpha. You're not a beta. You're just a person with struggles or successes, and build on your successes and try to get over your struggles. There you go. Fuck the internet.